The Department of Homeland Security has abruptly halted federal funding for several nonprofits after a report alleged some recipients may have ties to terrorist activities. At the center is the Nonprofit Security Grant Program, designed to help faith-based and community organizations bolster security against violent threats. Ironically, the very program meant to protect against extremism is now under scrutiny for possibly funding it. DHS has launched an independent review, pausing funds to projects under suspicion, and signaling a zero-tolerance approach to misuse of federal resources. This move leaves many organizations uncertain, as they rely on these grants for essential security upgrades. The situation forces a critical re-examination of how to balance rapid aid with rigorous oversight. The controversy began with a report from the Middle East Forum, a conservative think tank, which claimed over $25 million in DHS and FEMA grants went to groups allegedly linked to terrorist organizations. The report named specific organizations, including the Islamic Circle of North America and several mosques, detailing the amounts they received and alleged connections to extremist movements. It also cited past government concerns about groups like the Council on American Islamic Relations, or CAIR, and the Dar al-Hijra Mosque. These detailed allegations forced DHS to confront potential flaws in its vetting process. The report's specificity and financial data made it impossible for officials to ignore. As a result, DHS was compelled to launch a comprehensive review of the Nonprofit Security Grant Program. The watchdog's findings have triggered a high-stakes audit of how security grants are awarded. The Middle East Forum's report spotlighted groups like ICNA, which received over $10 million in grants and was linked to Jamaat-e-Islami, raising red flags about the program's safeguards. Grants to mosques in Michigan and Texas were also questioned for alleged ties to Iran's revolutionary Shia Islamism, suggesting possible foreign influence. CAIR, a high-profile civil rights group, was named for a $250,000 grant, despite previous government scrutiny over alleged Hamas connections. These accusations have drawn intense public and media attention. In response, CAIR strongly denied the claims, stating it has no active DHS grants and dismissing the allegations as politically motivated. The organizations implicated argue the report is a smear campaign, not a legitimate security concern. The debate underscores the challenge of distinguishing between real threats and political attacks. In response, DHS swiftly canceled 49 projects linked to alleged extremist ties, blocking about $8 million in funding. The department also launched a sweeping review of all current and future nonprofit security grant program contracts. Officials are exploring ways to recover unspent funds and strengthen accountability. Some organizations, like CAIR, have called for a boycott of DHS and FEMA grants, protesting new vetting rules they see as discriminatory. The controversy has put the entire grant program under scrutiny, raising questions about how to protect vulnerable communities without enabling abuse. For 2024, the program allocated over $200 million to hundreds of faith-based groups, highlighting the stakes. DHS now faces the challenge of reforming the program while maintaining its core mission. DHS has announced tougher requirements for future grant applicants, aiming to prevent misallocation and restore trust in the program. Enhanced vetting will include deeper background checks and clearer criteria for disqualification. The department must balance rigorous security with fairness, avoiding discrimination while protecting national interests. Critics argue the new rules are too restrictive, adding political pressure to DHS's efforts. The future of the Nonprofit Security Grant Program hinges on implementing reforms that ensure both safety and equity. This pivotal moment is an opportunity for DHS to rebuild a grant system that truly safeguards all communities.